Yeah, yummy.
Today on the Griddle Guys, steak pinwheels. Like, subscribe. We'll see you at the butcher block. We're getting right to it.
First you cut up the
So, quick ingredient rundown. We got flank steak. Nate's working that. We're gonna show you how to fillet that or butterfly that.
Which way do you want this butterfly, by the way?
If you can, this way.
The harder way?
The harder way. That's why I gave you the good knife. Nice and sharp, too.
Okay.
Nate's gonna try and fillet that
That ought to be fun.
without cutting through it.
No guarantees.
Don't mess it up.
No guarantees. You want me to take this off?
Chris is cutting up some spinach, some rough chop. You're calling that.
All right, I'll take it off.
All right. And then for ingredients, we got flank steak. We got spinach, parsley, some fresh mozzarella that I diced up. This stuff's great right here. Salad blend, Asiago, Romano, Parmesan blend.
I love the
I've never seen that, Jeff.
Asiago.
Where do you get that?
It's in the cheese cooler at Market Basket.
Yeah, I know, right at the first aisle.
Yeah.
The first aisle.
Yeah, and it just adds a little bit of salt to it. We're gonna do a little garlic powder, a little Worcestershire,
Where all
salt,
the, all the
pepper,
expensive cheese is, Nate.
That's probably why I've never seen it.
the fancy stuff.
It is, it's all the fancy stuff.
But
All right, you want to go that way, huh?
That's, you know, it's only a little over a 1/4 inch thick there. You're gonna butterfly that? That's gonna take some skill.
I know, right?
And you did this before on that test run, Jeff? You actually butterflied that piece?
yeah,
What he's forgetting to tell you, Nate, is he actually froze it for a little bit before he did
And
it
then
last
put it on a
time.
meat slicer? I'm not going to try and go all the way through.
no, that's a good
At once.
technique right there.
That's really good.
You definitely gave me the hard job, because
Yeah, I
Chris
mean-
is already done.
Yeah, I'm done. Do you need more than that, Jeff, you think? Is that good enough?
No, that's fine.
Yeah?
That's fine. If you want to chop up some parsley too.
Can't really tell. This is getting pretty thin down here.
I don't want excuses. I just want it done.
This should make it easy to roll and pounding it out, right?
Yeah. Knife sharp.
This one is. Jinx!
That's looking good, Nate. Don't forget, there's plenty of cheese. It's going to stick that all together.
You want this mixed in with that, Jeff?
Yeah, that's fine. Much better than I did.
Really?
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like I could have done better. I got a little
No, that's tough.
stringy over here.
That's really tough. So the reason why we cut it this way is because we're going to roll it that way, and then we're going to slice across the grain for the smaller.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense, Jeff.
So that way it's a little more tender.
I've said it before, I'll say it again.
Tender.
Tender.
You're smarter than you look, you really are.
That's nice. That's nice. Thanks. Hey guys,
Tender.
that's yours. That's the prep. That's
How
it.
many times are you going to hook your mic cable on
I
the
thought you were
camera?
unhooking me. All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ingredients. Jeff, you're getting better, my man.
5 ingredients, yeah.
Very happy. Any opportunity Nate gets to beat some meat, he's gonna do it.
So we're just trying to level it out a little bit. Nate did an excellent job of slicing that, so we're in good shape.
I just want to get the seam down a little bit.
All right, guys. Worcestershire sauce, my favorite. We're gonna start by sprinkling this on. We'll call that 2 tablespoons. Nate, I'm gonna need some assistance here. I'm gonna go with the little salted. If you wanna salt that for me. Right there.
Oh, yeah, put Nate in the picture. Now I gotta adjust the camera, get his head in, he's cut off.
Why start now, Chris? Why start now? Is that enough? You want more?
That's good. Get some garlic powder.
Going pretty heavy here on the flavors.
Why not? Then we're going to do some mozzarella.
Any technique here? Like fill half of it, fill the whole thing?
Yeah, just fill it all up. It's
Going-
cheese.
Oh, because you're doing a spiral.
Yeah.
Right. I had Chris's massive quesadilla stuck in my head, which Jeff didn't figure out that it was a quesadilla until the end of the video. He kept thinking we're making a burrito the whole time.
And
Did you really?
It looked like a burrito to me. That's
You know, just looking
Literally,
at,
it was like 5 minutes before we folded. He's like, "Oh, a quesadilla."
looking at how that steak is, you could make that into a quesadilla. Just flip it over.
right. So we got the mozzarella. You kind of want to coat everything.
How much cheese was that? Do you remember? Like it was a 16-ounce block or 12-ounce block?
Probably 12 ounce, yeah. But you can use the bag stuff. I just like the fresh stuff because it never goes to waste. And now we're gonna go with the spinach
And parsley.
and parsley. And then Nate, if you can do me a favor and sprinkle some of that Asiago blend. You did a really good job cutting this and pounding it out. It's Gonna make my job easier.
You know,
It's like you get a lot of experience. Something. I don't know. I don't know how he did such a good job, but true professional.
that good? You want more or less?
Yeah, we want to make sure we get it on each side.
So is the goal to fold it really tight, Jeff, when you do this? Because I'm just.
So that's where the skewers come in.
It's gonna look difficult.
You guys ate this 2 weeks ago.
I know.
Have you thought about using string?
You could use string, but then I'd have to tie a lot. It's easier to use the skewers. All right, so now you just roll.
Dun, dun, dun.
You just make it as tight as you can.
That's pretty neat. Pretty big.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open the skewers for you. What's the technique here? Just stab 50 of them through it?
Yeah, pretty much. So now you want to go back to the seam. Right there.
Impressive.
You want to put these about 3/4 of an inch away from each other. And we're going with the top here because we're going to do a second row down below these. This is just to hold it all together.
This is the most bizarre stitching I've ever seen,
Yeah.
or sealing I've ever seen.
And it doesn't matter where you're poking them through. You just want it to be able to hold your meat together.
I feel like this is gonna end up looking like a piece of modern art.
No, I'm looking forward to watching him cut it into the spirals.
Cutting it's the easy part. Nate already did the hard part.
Concentration on Jeff.
Hey, it's good stuff. You can't mess it up.
You say you're doing another row of skewers?
Yeah, I find it easier.
What are those voodoo dolls?
Yeah, right?
All right,
This is Jeff's flank steak pin cushion.
so now you got it pinned. So now you can just go lower and come across. Just make it easier to manage.
Hey, how much did that cost Jeff to make? Well, the food was like $30, but the skewers they used were $67.
And used 100 of them.
Went through 250 of them. So now is the goal to stand it up on the end of all those skewers when you're done, like the body of a, I don't know,
This is
sculpture?
This is starting to look like a horror flick.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
That's what I say, just
That's a good
pick the whole
point.
thing up and stand it up. Put a set of eyes on it and call it somebody's pet.
Hey, we just got our thumbnail. What is this?
We're gonna cut.
Yeah, I mean, that seemed way easier than string.
So we made our science project here. Just trimmed off the ends to square that up. So now what you're gonna want to do is cut right in between.
How many times do you hit skewers while you're doing this?
You don't. You gotta line it up. That's the whole thing.
Oh, 2 skewers per cut. Now that's making a little more sense to me.
Actually, I think I remember this from when we were
yeah, I
welding
made
in
it
the
a little
garage.
easier to cook. Now I remember. Pretty good, Jeff.
And it looks pretty with the colors too, Jeff.
Never a doubt.
Oh, that's the money one right there.
That is.
I don't want to mess it up and have Jeff yell at me, so I'll just do this instead.
I give it a second to focus. Hold on, right there. Right there. Looking good.
Is it the camera out of focus or your eyes?
Yep.
So you definitely want a sharp knife.
So would you normally throw this in the refrigerator for a little while?
Yeah.
After you cut it?
Yeah, so that
Okay.
way the cheese can kind of...
Actually, technically, you could do my saran wrap trick there too.
Yeah, definitely.
You can press it down that way, leaving it overnight. Really get it sandwiched together.
He knew what he was doing the whole time.
Get a lot out of it, huh, Jeff? How many slices are you gonna get? 8, 10?
Yeah, and at least, and this is, you're not gonna have like multiple slices. So, I mean, pretty much 1 slice per person, you know, if you're doing an appetizer.
Yeah, it's pretty
Pretty beefy
pretty
appetizer.
heavy.
That's it. Get that into the fridge.
Did you have his head cut off the top of that clip too, Chris?
We'll throw that on the grill
Most of
too.
it. Most of it.
Nothing goes to waste. All right. We'll see you out there. Got this on high heat. You're just gonna put a little bit of oil. And I got it on high heat because you want to get a sear to kind of lock the cheese in. Just gonna lay each of these out.
Aren't you going to tell him last time we did this, Chris did it wrong? Like you just told me, Jeff?
Chris flipped them way too early the last time we did this. So
One
it
of them I did.
It ruined them all.
No, it did not.
The rest of them you didn't. The rest of them you let sit
Just
for
one
forever.
of them, yes.
So we're gonna put these down and we're gonna leave them until they're done. Right, Chris? What are we
That's
gonna
right.
do?
We're going to leave them, Jeff.
We're gonna leave them.
You bring out the salt and pepper. We going to hit them with that, or?
Yeah, I'll hit them with pepper. Seems like we made a lot more of these this time, Nate.
It does, a lot more.
Jeff, you don't mind if I show him what Nate's doing right now, right? Okay. Sure. Like usual,
Yeah.
the normal Nate just sitting down.
I'm supervising, Chris.
Yeah.
Supervising. I was just gonna tell Jeff he was picking that up wrong, but
Yeah.
he fixed it.
That was the scrap.
We should make note, his lights are still working, right? Jeff.
Oh yeah.
We
Yeah.
should make note.
Grab the camera, show them.
They still, I don't know if they can see the griddle guys with the camera. Hopefully they can.
Yeah, there you go.
But
By the
looking
time we're
good.
done this, they're gonna be able to use the lights.
looking good. These are all down, and I'm gonna guess probably, if I had to guess, I'd say 4 to 5 minutes at high heat. We'll see what Jeff comes up with.
Well, now we can turn down the heat to medium.
Been using the burner at all, Jeff?
Not yet.
With new burner, you haven't?
No.
Really?
No, just love griddling.
Because you don't want to light the whole neighborhood on fire?
I was gonna say that the siding's not melted yet, so I'm guessing it ain't used it yet.
So what are you guys taking bets on? I want it to be cooked halfway through before we flip.
I'm thinking 4 to 5 minutes.
Nate?
6 or 7.
All right. I'm thinking we're gonna go with 8,
Really?
just because 7:01.
Do you mind if I have mine a little more on the rarer side?
No, you're not allowed to.
Chris's you can just take off now.
Yeah, mine's ready. Flip it. Flip it.
Put a little oil down.
So honestly, I think after I even got a good sear, Jeff,
Yeah.
these will look a lot thicker. But if I recall, I had to flip back and forth
We did.
just to keep it so it got to the middle.
Yeah. So these have been 7 minutes and 1 second,
Not even.
and I'm scraping before flipping.
Listen, I can count on one hand how many times I've said Chris was right.
Yeah.
In this case, we got to add 1 to that number. Chris was right. It was probably 4 minutes.
And this is exactly the color I'm looking for. And the fact that the cheese didn't all ooze out.
Yeah, nice sear.
Yeah. Ooh, sticks are hot.
The man on a mission today.
He is. He had a vision.
Yeah. Stuck on it, you bastard.
This is a good time to do it because he can't do anything. He's got to.
All right.
You happy?
I'm happy.
All right.
Happy.
So what do you think? Another 18 minutes on this side?
No, I think we're good. I think we're good. We're gonna leave this for 3 more minutes. You can see the color kind of coming through.
Yep.
Probably could have flipped them a second earlier, but then Nate would have been right, so I didn't really want that.
What's the griddle on, Joe?
Medium. Turned it down to medium, and that was legitimately like 6 minutes or so, right?
No.
5, 6 minutes,
4
7.
to 5.
All right, well, we're gonna pull these off.
You got,
Plate 'em
maybe
up.
a plate or a tray or something?
Yeah, we'll get that.
Oh, whoa, Nate offering to do something? You're gonna get up?
I had to go to the bathroom.
Oh, we appreciate
I
that.
figured out my way by.
Nice job. Time to remove. Oh yeah, perfect, man. How gentle he is with.
Dude, I would laugh so hard if you dropped this tray right now.
Looking good.
Ooh, you do.
Smells amazing. Looks amazing. Oh,
Char off.
I had to put that right in my mouth. There we go.
I like the smoke stack coming out of the drain.
Smells good. Chimney's on fire.
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would rank this as a 7. No, as a 3 for simplicity. I mean, it doesn't really get too hard. It's pretty easy. Put it together.
Is 10 super simple or 1 super simple?
I think we're gonna go with 1 is super simple.
Okay.
So I don't think it ranks that high on. There's not really much prep. It's not tough. Cutting the meat is the hardest thing. Flavor-wise,
Technically, if you ask your butcher or wherever you buy it from Empty Butterfly, they probably will.
yeah, probably.
Oh, thank you, Chris.
They might bitch, but yeah, they'll do it.
So overall, guys, what do you guys think?
I like it.
Tasty.
Good tailgate food. It's unique. And it's on a stick.
And I like the, I love the Asiago cheese that comes through, man. I like it
Yeah,
a
the
lot.
cheese is the big thing.
Yeah.
Because it's between the sear on the cheese
got a different
and the salt
taste.
it brings. Good combo. Makes you want a cold beer.
Well, thank you guys for watching. If you've made it this far, like, subscribe, share, comment as always. We appreciate it. We love you guys, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thanks for cooking, Jeff.
Thank you.
See you in the next video.
Cheers.
Cheers.